Hey, welcome back to Theo's Coffee Break podcast, where the coffee is on and ready to pour, and you are always welcome at our coffee table. Today's episode is one about what it means to be nurturing to oneself, what it means to let go and let God. But more importantly, today is about how we check ourselves before we wreck ourselves with habits and decisions that ultimately work against us in the long run. So take a sip, settle in, and get ready for the reality check that we all may have heard before, but that we need to be gently reminded of today. Picture this. All day, your mom has said, clean the bathroom, pick up your room, do the dishes, put your laundry away. And all day, you've been saying the same thing. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Calm down, Mom. I will get to it. But now it's dusk. Nothing's done, and she is right at the edge of flipping the kitchen table. And now you have the audacity to ask, Mom, can I just do it tomorrow? I got busy today. Can't I just do it tomorrow? I promise I'll do it tomorrow. Instead of screaming, your mom sits you down and says, listen, I'm not telling you to do these things to punish you. I'm not telling you to put your laundry away to annoy you. I am not telling you to clean the dishes and take out the kitchen trash to waste your time. This is about learning how to be responsible and take care of yourself, because nobody likes staring at a pile of chores. And listen, I don't always want to do them either, but I am not doing them for you, and you are not doing them tomorrow, because these chores are your responsibility. Listen, I'm teaching you how to care for yourself, so later, when you have your own place, your own family, you'll know that keeping up with the chores creates a healthy living environment. A dirty, disorganized, filthy space can make you sick, physically, mentally, and emotionally. This is why it's important you get this done. Because this isn't a punishment. These tasks are practice for when you are on your own. Hear me out. Growing older doesn't magically upgrade your mindset. We still do the tomorrow thing even as adults. Trust me, it's a choice. It's a lifestyle choice in how we manage our own lives. And sometimes, no matter what your relationship with your mom is like, you have to admit that if your mom ever scolded you for not doing your chores, she wasn't completely in the wrong. Now fast forward. The tasks we don't want to address are not just laundry and dishes anymore. They may now look like forgiveness, moving different, having the tough conversation, and trying to figure out what we really want in life. And if you're in my world, the entertainment, podcasting, entrepreneurship world, there are a lot of things that feel like chores. What a few of mine look and sound like now can look like editing an episode. Editing an episode can feel like laundry day every day. Writing a new song or a script feels like doing a deep clean of the bathroom. Like, do I really have to do this again? Can't I just sleep in or do it tomorrow? Driving to a show, speaking at an assembly, stepping on stage can sometimes feel like going to the dentist when I really don't want it to be like that. Now, let me also say that this is not how I feel every single time I am met with these tasks. And it truly, genuinely surprises me when I get like this and when it feels like this. but it's a very real reality that I deal with and struggle with sometimes. So by me opening up to you in this way, I want to show you that there is a very real fear in there. The challenge, that little voice of entitlement saying, I can do it tomorrow. I don't have to do it today. Let's procrastinate. You're the boss now. And yeah, I could do it tomorrow, but then that tomorrow becomes 10 more tomorrows, and the momentum I once had to do all these things leaves the chat. So this is the fork in the road of what those days really look like. Are you going to let the day pull you into a riptide of pushing your responsibilities to the side and daydream? Or are you going to step up and say, all right, Theo, it's not the way that I want it, but if I want to change, I need to do something about it today. Sometimes it looks ridiculously small, like vacuuming and mopping the floors, cleaning out your car, scheduling that appointment you've been saying that you were going to do 3 months ago. But these are not punishments. This is self-respect in action. This is what showing up for yourself really looks like. All right, so now let's talk about the bathroom. Gross, I know, but stay with me. Has anyone finished cleaning their bathroom and said, that was a waste of time, I want my life back? No. You breathe easier, it looks better, it's clean again, the toilet paper is restocked. That's what basic care does. It grounds you. And the inner work is the same thing. Forgiveness, alignment, choosing joy, doing the hard thing now so we can rest easier later. Because everything neglected eventually comes to a head if you never address it. This is what it means to be nurturing. And this is what doing the hard thing looks like. It shouldn't be that hard to do, but we do it anyways because we care enough about ourselves to not neglect what is within our scope of what we are capable of doing ourselves. So when I'm hit with something that leaves me feeling uncertain, anxious, and I feel like I'm about to spiral, here's the tiny framework that gets me back into reality. Number 1, recognizing the issue. Say it out loud. Is it family? Is it bills that need to be paid? Or is it my own procrastination? Number 2, ask these 3 questions. Is this within my control or out of my hands? Is this adding peace or contributing chaos to my life? Can this be resolved directly? And number 3, match the action to the answer. Is it in my control? Take the next doable step today. Out of my control? Release it. Stop rehearsing it. Don't ruminate. Chaotic and not solvable alone? Get help. Professional, medical, call a friend, whatever fits the moment. And if help isn't accessible, then get real with yourself. Either walk away and release it, or hold on to it and own the consequences. That's not cold, that's clarity. And that is self-respect in action. So let's ground this with something practical. And I'm going to use an oil change light to kind of guide this scenario. Is it in my control? Yes. Is it causing peace or chaos in my life? Well, now it's chaos because the oil change light has been on for a while and the car is acting and sounding funny. Can this be resolved directly? Yup, I can call the shop to set an appointment or drive there and get in line. And that's it. That's the power move. You just took your agency back and showed up in a way that is nurturing to yourself. I've lived a life that was overwhelming. There was a time when there was trash piling up in my car and in my bedroom. During that season, everything fell out of control. Mountains of laundry, my mattress was on the floor, I didn't even have a bed frame. was so much unopened mail. It was just a lot. And during that time of my life, my friend at work looked me in the eyes when I was driving her home in my wreck of a car from work, and she said, "Theo, don't take me home. I'm coming over tonight." And I was like, "What for?" And she said, "Theo, listen, you really need help. Let me help you." And she did. We cleaned my room and my car together. And she came back the next day to talk through what we can do to prevent this from happening again. After talking, we went to the store and we got some open racks for my clothes because I hated folding clothes. And so then we removed the dresser from my room. What she did was she helped me design my life around what was causing friction to add relief and something stable and consistent that I can keep up with. And I've used that system ever since. The lesson here is don't shame the friction. Respect it. Accept it. Create a lifestyle that is designed around who you are so you can keep showing up for yourself without fail. We go through these things for reasons we don't always understand in the moment. I've yelled at the sky before asking, "God, why would you allow this?" And sometimes the better first question is, why am I allowing this to keep happening to me? These are the moments that either make or break us. And unfortunately, we have to find a way to survive them. But know that in time, someday, you will look back and you will see why it had to happen that way. Just remember that nobody wins the blame game. And nobody looks attractive pointing fingers. The Bible says, "If you're without fault, cast the first stone." But I'm not casting stones today. I'm saying, check the mirror, then see what your next steps can look like. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's not just a cliche here. It's an action step to keep yourself out of trouble. This whole episode could be summed up like this. Discernment isn't control, and control is only an illusion, because micromanaging everyone and everything isn't healthy. You have to know what's yours and what's not, and leave the rest. Sometimes that means talking to yourself like a loving coach, like, "Hey, Theo, listen, love you, dude, but you're making a massive mistake with how you've been thinking lately, and I don't want this for you, and I'm here. So let's figure it out. What's really going on? What can we do today to get you back on track?" That voice isn't cruel. That voice is protective. It's self-respect, speaking up before the dam breaks. So keep in mind, there is no point in proving a point if your intentions are to be judge, jury, and executioner. That's not justice. That's not choosing resolve. That's your ego trying to exact control. So when you're fighting for air and trying to find clarity in the confusion, try this. Eat something warm. Take a hot bath. Touch grass, literally. Turn your phone off. Clean one corner of your room today and then the other corner tomorrow, and keep doing that. It won't fix everything, but it will return you to yourself. And from there, you can get yourself back into fighting shape in no time. And remember this as well. Consistency is the key here, and how you show up for yourself is the most important action you can make for yourself today. Chores, responsibilities, deadlines. They're not the enemy, they're invitations. Invitations to maturity, to being grounded, and the stepping stones to the life you keep saying you want. So ask yourself today, what can I do now that my future self will thank me for later? Because whether it's cleaning your bathroom or editing your podcast, these small acts of self-respect are the building blocks that will inevitably lead you to your success. Because the truth here is, no one is coming down to save you in these moments. And that's not bad news. That's what freedom really looks like. That is literal liberation at your doorstep, asking you to take your life by the horns and show it that you do mean business. So thanks for sitting with me at the coffee table. Now, go do that thing you've been saying that you were going to do, because tomorrow is here. And we are no longer allowing procrastination to keep taking over the chat. Hey, thank you for joining me today on Theo's Coffee Break podcast. If this message spoke to you because you've been avoiding the little chores of life or feeling weighed down by what's unfinished, let this be your reminder. Showing up for yourself isn't punishment, it's respect. And share this episode with someone who keeps saying, "I'll do it tomorrow," to remind them that there is no better time to do it than today. If you'd like to support the show, you can buy me a coffee and join the cafe crew for $5 a month here at buymeacoffee.com/Theo's Coffee Break. And if you'd like to share your thoughts about this episode, email me at theoscoffeebreakpodcast@gmail.com, because your voice and your input truly shapes this table, and I am here to listen. Also, ratings and reviews help a ton. Anywho, until next time, stay hydrated and do what you can to bring yourself back into alignment, because everything neglected eventually comes to a head, and it's never too late to get back on track. But more importantly, don't forget, you are always welcome here at our coffee table. See you in the next episode.